Hello. Welcome
back
to
the Off Topic Podcast,
where we talk about anything and everything.
all the time. Every time. Look at that.
Okay.
Anyways, we're in the same place again. How fun is that?
Yes, we are. So fun.
We're still safe and all that. Actually, she's double vaccinated. I am not double vaccinated
but
yet.
Saturday, we're filming this Thursday, so Saturday.
In a few days, I will be double vaxxed up. So.
Although I am double vaxxed up, I'm not technically fully vaccinated yet, but all I do is go to work. We've talked about this before.
Right.
I don't do anything. I don't see anybody.
And I am not a social creature, so.
Okay.
Anyways, let's talk about the background.
Let's talk about the background.
Who's this? What's this?
This is the photographer Robert Frank.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Michigan.
Yep.
Detroit.
I didn't know that.
This is Belle Isle.
Yep. This is Belle Isle, and I didn't know that. And this was at the DIA apparently.
And it was at the DIA. Look at that.
So cool. Fun.
Real interesting. Black and white. How long ago is this? Was this like, do you know?
Like whenever the black and white photos. So like 50s?
50s?
I don't know. Don't ask us and don't quote us.
Yeah.
So speaking of that.
She's disappearing.
I did. Speaking of that, I did do my street photography project.
Yes. Street photography. What is it?
And
what's your project?
Okay, street photography is when you take photos of like just everyday occurrences. Yeah, and everyday occurrences, like things that are like standing out to you. So I had to do my project. I just went to downtown Northville and took some photos.
Yeah.
And I was very inspired by Robert Frank and Lee Friedman.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Look at that. Huh. So what did we do today, though? If you couldn't tell, my hair's a little wet. Hey, you can barely tell.
Yeah, you can barely tell. But I'm disappearing. We're both disappearing. It's fine.
It's fine. It's gonna happen.
Today I was doing my portrait project for independent studies in photography, and I bought some new lights and I set them up, and we did a little shower shoot. Okay, I took some photos of him with the wet shower. Don't worry, he had swim trunks on, you little dirty minds, in the gutter. Get out of the gutter. Anyways, I bought some new lights with some some light filters. It was so fun.
It was so much fun.
It was a good time. I need to like render them and
edit them, make them look cool.
They already look pretty cool.
Oh, you can't see. I don't know.
Hold it in front of your body, come close.
And then hold it.
Yeah. You can barely see.
You can barely see it. You know what? Glare is a fun child, isn't she?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Glare, photos, backgrounds, they never work together.
Yeah, really no.
Well, but it was a really fun time. I was in the shower.
It got really hot in there.
It got a little wet as well.
Also, I'm thirsty. I need water.
Hot and wet. She's grabbing some water. I'm going to take over the spotlight now. I'm the main bitch and I'm the main character. So
get your feet out of the frame, you net, Brody.
Just my legs. It's let's talk about that. Seasons are changing, right?
Okay, yeah.
Outfits are changing.
Yeah.
Now,
well, not mine today.
I guess
no. This is how I normally dress.
So you can see my legs. Sorry, guys. I know they're a little hairy. Outfits are changing, right? Because what I usually wear for like 90% of the year is like sweats and like a sweater.
Yes.
Because I haven't gone out. When I go out, I like try and look normal, but most of the time I usually just wear, sorry.
Yeah.
But seasons are changing, so now it's like more lighter wear. We're getting towards summer, spring, hotter times.
Except it's still cold.
No, it's not.
Today's like the high was like 56.
No, it's like kind of like.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's literally 50. So,
okay, well,
okay,
50 is still all right.
But on Sunday, it's supposed to be 79.
Look at that, 79 on a Sunday. The sun is out on the Sunday, okay?
And then after that, it's supposed to be like 60s, low 60s.
I would consider that hotter temperatures.
It is a warmer.
It's warmer than, like freezing.
The air quality's good.
Well, of course the air quality's good.
Of course. That's not an of course.
Well, I mean, in our place, air quality, what is polluting the airs?
Well, sometimes it'll say air quality poor. And then they say like people with asthma or older people can't go outside.
Right. But like that's for like places that like have like things that make the air quality bad.
That like literally happened here. I'm telling you what happened like a few months ago.
I'm uneducated.
Like, it happens everywhere. What are you talking about?
Well,
you have a landfill trash pile over there, and we have the Motor City.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But like, I don't know how air works, and I kind of thought it was like pretty consolidated. Like when it's like like a factory, and then it's just like in
the
area.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's because I didn't take physics. I didn't take physics
either. I decided not to because I didn't want to.
It's a little inside joke where my family blames me for things not knowing things.
Because you didn't take physics.
Because I didn't take a physics class.
Right.
Let's talk about how school is ending for us.
Oh wow. Let's not talk about that. No, I'm just kidding. We can talk about that. I don't really care. I don't really care anymore to talk about it. You know, at first I was stressed about it, but now I'm not really stressed about it.
I'm like, it's like there's like a pinch of stress, like,
but really not anymore.
But it's not like
the pinch of stress that I have is not because school is ending. It's because I don't know what to do like
afterwards.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I enroll now? Like, do I pick out classes? Like, it's all the basic stuff now. It's not really it's not really like anything that has to do with high school necessarily.
Exactly. So in terms of like high school classes, I mean, it has been stressful for like the past year, for me at least, because it's been like a lot of late work.
Yeah, yes.
A lot of big projects, big essays to finish.
Hold on, his birthday was yesterday. We totally skipped over that.
My
birthday! Sasha's 18 now.
Guys, I'm 18.
So technically can do whatever he wants.
I can't. Well, yeah.
Well, no, like in terms of like you can go pierce your ears now or like go dye your hair.
Sure, but also like I could illegally drink and it would be only my responsibility. Like I would get like if you're a minor, then
you can be like it was my parents' fault.
It was like my parents' fault, or like, you know, you're like someone like an adult has to take the blame.
Sure.
But as an adult now, I can take the blame for anything.
Wow, I'm like completely gone.
Okay, I can kill you.
Yeah, and then it would be totally 100% your fault. But it would also totally be 100% your fault if you killed me as a minor. So, okay.
I guess that doesn't really change.
Anyways,
things.
I got this microphone for Sasha. Look how fancy it is.
That
little
fancy as
little wires. You can mute it.
I know.
And like put headphones in. Anyways.
And then
we couldn't find the USB plug, or we would have used it today. And I got him a microphone. A candle. I got him a candle as well.
Yeah.
And he finished my scarf.
Girl, I was about to say that.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
I was about to say, you may ask, you know, what about that scarf? That was some weeks ago. Yeah. What happened to that? I finished it, bitch.
It's done.
And it looks pretty nice. Yes. I mean, it's not the best. I'm not like the best knitter.
It's pretty good.
I think it's
for your first time.
Exactly. And like I'm gonna be making more. I don't know what I want to like make like.
I want to make a sweater for my dog. I want to make a sweater vest for my dog. I'm gonna learn how to do it. Jet, I will learn.
Clothes on dogs? Like, do you think it's like cool and cute?
No, not really. But only if it's a sweater.
Yeah.
Like if they're cold. Like if they need it. Not like a
booties.
stupid ass costume.
I don't like the shoes.
No, they're clearly uncomfortable.
They're clearly
and they clearly don't need it.
Right.
They can handle dogs can handle all forms of weather.
See, I like that glitz and glam.
They don't need a ladybug costume for Halloween, Sarah. Like you can I don't know, that name popped in. If somebody named Sarah's watching this, and I'm so sorry, not you.
Wow. That's
okay, sorry, off topic. We were talking about school, and it was his birthday. Okay, so school. So in terms of high school classes, you were talking about what's been going on.
Well, it's just been stressful. I mean, I take a lot of IB classes, and I'm part of like the diploma program as well.
Yes.
And so part of that is that you have to write the extended essay, big essay. You have to do a bunch of TOK stuff.
When is this all due? This essay?
Oh, it's been due.
Oh.
It was due.
And you didn't finish.
I did finish it.
Oh, good.
3 nights before.
Very good. That's better than normally.
I guess so. See, here's the thing. Most of my class, the way it works is that like you start researching and doing some writing like over the summer. Okay.
Yikes.
You have like a draft. You have like a draft more towards the end of like first quarter.
Oh.
Let's say finished up by second quarter, around for like the end of first semester. I didn't do any of that. I mean,
why?
I did do some parts of it. I did research. I had my sources.
Yeah.
I didn't do any writing. I didn't like fully like there was like a process that I did later where like I would
Should you be admitting all this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I made it clear.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, I made it clear, like, because, like, also part of, like, the thing, you have to, like, write a reflection.
Yeah.
And I was pretty truthful about that.
Yeah, like, I didn't really do much.
Right. Also, you're supposed to meet with, like, your mentor, like, throughout your process. And my actual process, where I was actually writing, was spanning, like, 2 weeks before the due date. Like, final due date. Most people had it, like well done before then.
Yeah.
Not me.
But that's just how you work.
Yeah.
And it's not great, but it is what it is.
You know, I was reading up on some, like, procrastination. There's, like, a bunch of different types. One of them is, like, a perfectionist procrastination, which I think I kind of aligned with, which is, like, you're when you're, like, approaching to, like, that project or something, it's like, since you have, like, a perfectionist attitude towards it, it makes you want to either, like, have it done perfectly.
I keep disappearing when I turn my head, which is why I'm not looking at you, but I hope you know that I'm not looking at you.
I think it makes sense. It's that, like, you need to have, like, it perfect, or, like, you don't want to have it, like, done, kind of, I think. And so, like, since you hold such a high standard, like, super high standard, anything you do is not acceptable. And it's very, like, and that's been something I've been working with, like, with a lot of things. And this has been hurting. Like, last year, it affected, like, my art class a lot, because
I remember that. I had to help you, and I just drew a dinosaur.
No, not that art class.
Oh, different art class, guys. Different art class.
No, that art class I just didn't care about. That was Mr. freaking Balkov.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Mr. B. Love you.
But you're probably not watching.
God, if he's watching this.
No, he's not.
Anyways. So, no, what I was saying is that, like, basically, you know, whole process. But I did it. Got my shit done. I don't know. I believe I got, like, all my IB stuff done except, like, exams, which is just testing.
I don't know what procrastination I have, because a lot of people may think I don't procrastinate.
Right.
But I do. And here's what I do. I start working on something. Way ahead of time. And then, like, I'll procrastinate for an hour between working on it.
I think that's just good, healthy.
What?
You're supposed to take breaks during working.
No, but it's like I'm in the middle of doing it, and I'll literally just turn on my phone and watch TikTok for an hour, and then go back and like, be like, "Why am I not doing this?"
So it's not like an intentional.
No,
like, I'm gonna take a break.
It's like it's like I'm literally just gonna grab my phone and look at this.
Well, I think that's like just like part of like getting distracted. I forgot like the other procrastination types.
Maybe I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. But another thing with me. And I know it's not good to have this attitude. So any students out there, try and not have this attitude. But,
okay.
Yeah.
You guys saw the background. Sorry. I can't.
Okay.
We both need to be the center of attention.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyways.
Well, okay. So now you guys can see my room. How I look. Okay.
Yeah. Art. But not really.
Art, except like 3 of them fell down.
Aww.
I think there used to be something here. No. Yeah, there used to be something here.
I'm looking up all the
There used to be something there. There used to be something more towards there. Regardless, okay? I have my art. Anyways. What I was saying.
Was it 4?
4 types.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
keep going. What you were saying.
So what I was saying is that like I've got an attitude where I have like I'm like a pretty good, I don't know what the word is. I can do good work right before it's due. So I do better under the stress of getting it done. It's weird. Here's a story. I hope no one hears this from school, but I had to write an essay for English, and I had to have a meeting with my teacher for English. The day before I had that meeting, I wrote the entire essay one day, one night, turned it in. She just read it over, gave her comments. Next morning I had a meeting, right? I mean, in the morning she gave her comments. The next morning I like came in to talk to her. She said it was the best writing I've ever done.
What?
I know.
That's so funny.
No, you don't even know how gagged I was, because I thought she was, the way she like came up to me and she was like, Sasha, I'm very unhappy with you. I shat myself at that moment. I was so scared. And she said, I'm unhappy that you don't show this level of work in other English assignments.
Wait, I'm so confused because what did you have to write about even? What were you even writing?
Well, I mean, no, it was a big thing. It was the HL essay. We had to choose a book from like the past like 5 books, and we had to write like an analysis.
So
of,
it
like,
must have just been something that you felt very strong in analyzing.
I guess that's fair.
Like you must have felt confident in analyzing that book.
I didn't though, because I mean, when I was analyzing the book, I was in a different headspace.
I don't think I'm a procrastinator.
Yeah.
I don't think I fall into any of these categories.
I think it's not like you have to be in a category or like align with one of category.
There was this one TikTok where she was like, do you procrastinate and then like finish it all?
Yeah.
And then like procrastinate and then quickly finish it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You have high functioning anxiety.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That maybe. Guys, these aren't real, by the way.
I didn't even recognize that you were wearing glasses.
You gave them to me. You also just hit me where I got shot. Like with the vaccine shot. Okay. Writing.
Yeah.
Writing.
And procrastinating.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, I did my HL essay on Dorian Gray, a picture of Dorian Gray. If you haven't read it, it's actually a pretty good book.
Yeah.
I liked it. Written by Oscar Wilde. Little fruity. No one actually like knows, but he was thrown into jail for being gay.
I feel like they talked about that on The Sopranos.
It's possible.
They were talking about a book. Okay, anyways.
Oscar Wilde, though, fun guy. I wrote my essay on Dorian Gray and a lot about the symbolism of flowers. There's a super ton of flowers in Dorian Gray, and they each have like a really good symbolism. I did not feel strong. I thought it was like pretty weak. I thought it wasn't like, I thought like it was like all right, like about the book. That's
crazy, dude.
I wasn't.
That's
like,
actually
confident.
so crazy.
And then
she was like, "That's the best writing."
I mean, maybe she was like exaggerating a little bit, and I'm also exaggerating. She said it was very good writing, maybe not my best writing.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear, right?
Yeah.
But she was really like proud of the writing that I did, and was unhappy that I didn't show that in other areas
of the class.
Because I mean, during that time, I was still procrastinating other work. There were like logs that we do, and in those logs, you have to show some analysis,
right?
To show that you read the book,
right?
I would read the book, I would write down notes. I would not do a good analysis because I would still be doing it late at night, maybe even a day or two after it was due.
Yeah,
and
it's funny.
It's weird
that we're talking about this because I chose for our English class this year, we had to choose between 3 choices for our final project in English. It was the path of the muse, which is creative writing, the path of the free.
Yes.
This is my ring finger, you guys. It's my ring finger. Sorry.
Don't take this off.
Okay, anyways, you read a book, you read Batman, you read your own book, or you write. And so I did the writing one, right? And it was like these prompts.
Yes.
And they were like really strange. They were like, what do you see every day? And then the other one was like, what bothers you? No, not like what bothers you. Like,
what?
Tell a story. It was like, it's called the intent, not the recipe, meaning meaning the like the idea behind what you're trying to say is like more important than the outcome.
Yeah.
And the prompt said like, tell a story that happened to you, but write it in your most authentic voice, like you're talking to your best friend.
Interesting.
So I was like, this is easy.
Yeah.
So I just typed out a story, and it was about how the post office wouldn't exchange my stamps.
Yeah.
Even though the USPS website says you should do that. Anyways, and then the final one was like, what's a rumble in your life that like has become so like normal?
Yeah.
That you just kind of like forget it's there.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there's just these really fun prompts, and then by the final project, we have to write a short story. That's like 2,000 plus words.
Oh, that's fun.
Did you know the longest book in the world is a fan fiction that has over 9 million words?
Yup.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Oh.
It was like the Goldfish or something, or Minions or something. Really
no, I think I know what it. isn't it? Oh my God, isn't it? Okay, I don't know. I don't want to
Because
like
Cameron
say
was
something.
telling me, and I don't remember what it was.
Okay, but
anyway,
final projects. You know, for our school, we have to do like a final project.
I hope not.
Yeah. For May, at the end of May, I have a bunch of stuff.
I don't even know yet. I don't know what I'm getting yet.
Here's the thing, because like we don't have like an exam or necessarily a project. It's just quote unquote final experience. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which literally can like constitute anything. It could be an exam.
Yeah.
It could be answer this question, and it's like, what's your age?
It could
I don't know.
It could be. I think my final is the mock trial in business and criminal law.
Yeah.
Because that's 100 points and it ends the 24th.
I think that's probably your final experience. Mine, for like English, one of the final experiences is, we have like a choice between these two. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, but like one of them is like reflect on like, you know, you're the past 2 years of our English class.
Yeah.
And choose 2 to 4 like concepts or ideas. And it was like very vague. Concepts, ideas, insights, and like another word.
Very vague.
That have been strengthened, realized, challenged. And I don't even know.
That sounds really hard.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what I would even say.
I like it because you have to like, I would have to do like some like really like deep thinking. Like I'm trying to like put myself in the mind of like who I was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, what concepts, insights did I have? Like, especially like in English. That's what I'm trying to think of.
This is like mind warping. This is like mind warping for me. Like my throat hurts.
You know, I think I need to like, I need to be in a different state to like really reach a deeper understanding. Another one is to just write a fucking something. I forgot what it was. You had to write like your own thing.
They're not allowed to give you a cumulative test on the semester, correct? That's not allowed.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's like not allowed.
But like a cumulative test. So that's like, what did you learn throughout like this and this and this? Or like,
yeah, they're not allowed to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully in math, it's like a final chapter test.
Probably.
Because that's what it was last semester for me. So I'm hoping that's that. And then math, I already said English, business, criminal law, forensic science, and criminology is just like the Edgenuity final exams.
Right.
Which are like 50 plus question, probably 100.
You know, I don't know what it is for like my other classes, but I like knowing my teachers, because I remember for one of my teachers, I think it was like my French teacher, the final experience, since we had like a big test or like a big project due like a good week before the end, the final experience was like watch a movie and like write a response to like one question, something simple, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, me too, because it's like, I don't know if they don't get it.
Right. Especially for like
also they're kidding themselves if they think that these seniors are gonna be like
doing
putting in effort
literally
at all anymore.
Literally.
I'm pretty sure me and like a few other students are the only people that are actually gonna like care by that point.
I mean, for some of my classes, I like need to put in the effort to like raise my grade.
Sure.
But like for my English class, I have like an A. I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to try and put effort because I like the prompt, like the project. But at the same time,
if there's other classes that are taking up a lot of your time.
Exactly. It's not going to be a priority.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a priority. So that's interesting, though. I like reflecting. I actually don't like reflecting. I lied.
Also, a big issue that I'm having recently so I put it on my poll on my Instagram. If people were going to the senior all-night party, right? Because it's not actually all night.
That's a thing. And it's not even all night.
It's not all night, which is fine. But also, it doesn't make sense because there hasn't been any like COVID protocol announced about this event. And it's like on our day after graduation.
Right.
So like I would need to know that. So it makes sense if it's not all night because of that, but also you haven't said anything about that. And I understand that the parents put in like a lot of work in organizing this, and I appreciate that. And that's like not about them, right?
Yeah.
But also, why is it $100? That's the biggest concern I have, bro.
It was like 60.
It was 85 originally, and then they upcharge 100 if you don't buy it by a certain date. And I'm confused because not only does that not make sense, I'm sorry, me and my family don't have $100 laying around. I have college soon. I have a car now. I have these life payments I need to be making. So I don't really understand. It's probably just because it's Northville and they're assuming everyone has like the money, and it's like very upsetting because also, as much as I want to like do a like senior year tradition like that, it just isn't worth the money.
Yeah. You know? I feel like that.
Because I want to go. Like, some part of me wants to go, but another part of me is like, that's $100 in for what?
See,
you know,
for me, it's similar, except that I don't really want to go like at all. I think like maybe like a very little bit of me wants to go, but I've just like grown like so disconnected.
Right. Like, I feel like I don't know anybody anymore. So if I went, it would just be awkward.
I haven't seen anyone from my school except like, I don't know, 10 notable people.
Sure.
Right. That I like know of, that I enjoy talking to.
Sure.
I don't know much others. Like usually, you know, on a day-to-day regular school life, I would go, you know, class to class. I would talk to the people in my class. I'd talk to the friends of the people in my class. I'd talk to the groups that are outside in the hallways. I'd talk to people on my way to other classes. I'd be social.
But it's not the same thing as being friends.
Exactly. And also now seeing some more of the true colors.
Right, and we've been talking about that a lot.
We've been talking about
because
I can't speak.
Because through this time, people prioritize different things over other things is what I'm going to say about that. Like, people prioritize certain situations over other certain situations, like and so therefore I've made decisions myself on why I don't spend time with those certain people, you know, or whatever. I just feel like I'm not as close to as many people as I once was.
Right.
And that's because of the pandemic and how people have been acting and blah, 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 blah.
I think.
So I don't feel like going is something that I would enjoy.
Right. You know how people say, like, when you're in like a relationship and like you see the other person's like truer self, like 3 months in or whatever. I think it was like that with like a lot of friends because quote unquote friends. Because I would say, I mean, there's still like a lot of friends that I've had over the few years that like I don't like losing them, but at the same time, it's like that's like the way things have gone.
And you know that from me, the best too. We've both experienced that, and I've told you that.
And the thing is, like, what we've also talked about are like friends for the semester, not forever.
Oh,
you know?
Friends for convenience.
Friends and like convenience. So like a lot of the times,
my therapist told me that.
A lot of the times, you know, you make friends with the people in your class, and you are friendly with them, but you're not friends with them.
Yep.
And 6 months later, or whatever,
or a year, or whatever,
or like a year later,
it could even be longer than that if you keep having them in the class.
If it's not, once the class ends, or once like however long class, once the class ends, you might never talk to that again. Person. And you know, that's how things go. But
just during this time, we've lost a lot.
I would say I just have disconnected from like 99% of Northville,
because everyone showed what they care about. And
it's another thing, because there's in times of stress and in times of press, they're showing how they react to something like that.
Yes.
And the way they react literally is their character. And so
no, and I will say it, like the people who went to Florida,
I'm sorry, you're partying during a pandemic. No, not even just Florida. Beginning of the pandemic, partying.
Yeah. They didn't care.
Like, I don't know, fall, homecoming times, right? Winter times.
The faux coming, like all that.
All of it.
Well, sorry. Winter wasn't pandemic. Oh, yes, it was this year.
Michigan,
okay,
too.
Sorry. I keep forgetting that the pandemic has been a year. Yeah, no, since the beginning of the pandemic, people were just like, didn't give a fuck.
And it's concerning, and well,
and I've lost I've lost friends because of that.
But you know, here's the thing. I mean, now we've matured to like.
I do feel that way.
And that's good. And so when it comes to senior all night party, which is what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, which is what we were talking about. We got way off track.
I don't want to go there because I think I hate everyone there.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
I don't hate everyone.
I don't hate everyone.
I don't hate nobody's gonna watch the podcast after this.
Okay, no, I don't hate everyone.
I don't hate everyone.
I just don't like a lot of people.
What's our demographic? Who's the 14 people that watch our podcast every time?
I don't know.
You 14 people that watch our podcast every time, we don't hate you. We love you.
I don't hate you. And you know, here's
hate's a strong word.
Hate is a strong word.
I just dislike people who are prioritizing themselves over everyone else around them.
Another thing is, it doesn't mean I'm gonna hate you forever. If you you know, if I'm talking with someone who
who
has been the person that I disliked during the pandemic, we'll say, to generalize, I don't know, maybe like, you know, a year or two down the road, and we're talking, it's not like we can not be friends again, you know? But like, also, here's another thing I want to add. Hate is a strong word, and hate is not like the opposite of love.
Yes.
And it's like, if I really liked you, it's not that like I dislike you in a way like, oh, I'm neutral, like I'm just gonna blow you off. It's like I feel like you betrayed me, kind of.
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
For a lot of people, it was like you had a good, friendly outside disposition, and then over some time, and especially in response to the pandemic, you're showing some true colors, and that's really contrasting what you've given me so far. And so from that, it's that hate comes from like the love that I used to have.
It's hard. It's painful.
It's kind of painful. It's not irreparable. It's repairable. Yeah. And that's like the hope to have. Anyways.
Also, guys, a phone works two ways. That's too good.
All right. So.
Okay.
That was a fun episode.
That was crazy. We got a little bit digging deep.
Dug deep. But you know, I like the kind of like the theme.
The theme. It
comes
from
what the theme was.
Love. Things can repair. Love. Repairs.
Right, but it was also like school and like stress. So it was like.
Yeah, you know what? Many themes happened. Many themes happened today.
Guys, today's was a very fun episode.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. And you know, I think that's a good thing to just keep in mind. Love for sure. And go love.
And just because we've been betrayed or other people have been betrayed doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. Oh, that was going the whole time.
That was going the whole time.
So sorry.
I wonder how annoying that was.
Oh my God, it's just so used to it. Like I was so used to it.
I was so used to it.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, I'll have to make sense.
Anyways, just because somebody has betrayed you doesn't mean that you cannot repair and they cannot come back.
Of course.
And whoever watches this, I love you.
I love you.
And if you make it to the end, then I for sure love you.
If you are here, you know that I love you so damn much that I just want to.
Bye. Bye. See you next time.